Hi, I'm Mel.
And I'm Madison.
And this is
Talk2Me.
We're going to talk about a lot of different things about being a teenager and trying to raise a teenager and the things and the problems that you run into.
Especially confidence. Confidence is a big thing that we talk about.
Absolutely. So please join us, and we hope that you enjoy everything and learn something along the way. It's just so crazy that we even went forward with this podcast, because I didn't even know what a podcast was when I asked you to do one with me, and you actually agreed to do it.
I wish I didn't.
So my name's Mel, aka Mom, and this is my 15-year-old daughter, Madison, and we're kind of putting it all out there. She's putting it out there, what it is to be a teenager in 2023 and beyond, and we're just going to talk about our relationships and what we experience on a mother-daughter on a daily basis, all the teen drama and everything that happens.
A lot of drama. There's way too much drama.
So anyway, so Madison, why don't you tell people truly why you agreed to do this? Because it is pretty crazy that a teenager would agree to come onto camera in front of probably 10 people and
10 people, wow. No.
And put out there what their relationship is with their mom, and then also talk about what it is to be a teenager. So why would you ever do this?
Okay, well, so first off, you kind of forced me into it. I feel like I didn't know what to do, because I always talk to my mom all the time, and I tell her everything, literally everything I do. I could have done the dumbest thing ever, and I'll tell her. And also, because I love you, I'll do that, because I love you. But also, she forced me into this. Please help me.
I did not force her. Okay, for all those child labor laws out there, she's not getting forced to do this.
I kind of am, though. I feel like just a little bit.
So honestly, this podcast came about because I wrote a book that my husband had asked me for years to write, and I came up with a story, and because you came so late into my life, I was gonna party and go travel the world, and instead I decided to have you, and so
it's just better like that. I mean, I'm kind of thriving right now.
Yeah, you've changed my party. Let's just put it that way.
I am the party. Her party came to me. I'm the party now.
Pretty much. So I wrote a book that kind of has a storyline that I wanted to share all the life lessons, all the things that I did that I just don't want you to have to repeat the same mistakes, or if you're faced in a certain situation, you understand how to look at that situation now that I'm older and wiser, and I'm not saying how old I am.
You're pretty old.
But anyway, and when I went to the publishers to talk to them about publishing, they're like, well, you need 10,000 followers. And I'm like, well, if I have 10,000 followers.
I'm going to be the one getting all the 10,000 followers.
You think so?
I'm going to be more popular. Watch me.
You think so? Really? But I wrote the book. I'm the one
that
put it down in writing.
Idea. I gave you the idea because it's me.
Well, because you're such a pain in the ass, I had a lot of different stories to go into the book.
To be completely honest, you're the...
No, be nice. Remember, you love me.
What if I lied about that?
Well, actually, we got it on tape, and they can edit it down to the part where they said that you love me. You're doing this because you love me. So it's kind of there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a diary, Madison. It's a video diary that you're going to have to live with for your life. Everything you say to me is going to be snipped into little pieces. And then I'm going to play it at Christmas time.
No.
Thanksgiving.
Guys, help me. Help. Send money in the link below. A GoFundMe to get me out of this place.
No, my book is going to be so popular, it's going to cover all these expenses. So, well, if I ever get it published. So, anyway, but if I have 10,000 followers, why do I need to pay a publishing company to do this, right? And we have the best friend of your brother taking and giving us all this wonderful studio. I mean, who has a podcast studio? to come and
Us.
play in.
Us?
I know, right? We totally
Sorry,
lucked out.
what?
So it was meant to be. It was totally meant to be.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Is that all you have to say?
No. I have a lot to say about her.
All right, let's go.
Okay. I don't know if I want to say this out here. Oh. Okay, well, first off, I made you look like a cowgirl.
She
That was
did,
me.
actually, but I grew up on a farm, so is that, I don't know. Is that why you made me look like a cowgirl? Because
Yeah,
I grew up on a
exactly.
farm? Okay.
You know?
I never thought about that, but anyway.
So, let's get to the news. So, this
The
last-
news?
What was the story that you wanted to wait until the podcast?
Oh my god, should I say it? Should
What
we,
is it?
Should we talk about it?
What is
the
it?
ones that we talked about in the car. So before we put any stories out, I'm just gonna tell you now. Me and my mom used to talk in the car, and I would tell her everything that happened at school, like all the crazy things that teenagers do.
And I was shocked. I was like, what the hell?
Like our generation's a little scary. Like, be afraid of us. Like, it's coming from a teenager itself. Be afraid of us. Like, we are scary. We're like little demons that like run around. Don't recommend. Like, don't have children that are teenagers.
Pretend would not recommend.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So,
So we
yeah.
would be in the car and we'd be heading to softball practice because Maddie is an ace softball player. Yeah, and so we're in the car literally 2 hours of twice a week and heading to different, locations for practice. And we would just talk because you sit in traffic. I mean, even though Arizona has pretty good roads, it's like you still sit in traffic in rush hour. So we
You
would
leave at
just
like
always
4.
talk about what's going on and life things and stuff like that. And
How did you guys come to get a good relationship like you had? Because a lot of people don't have a good relationship like you two. What did you do? What
I've
did you
been
do?
honest with her from like literally.
Well, I mean, except for that one time.
Literally, she was getting holes put in the roof of her mouth, and we were heading to the dentist, and she's like, "Is this the one where they put holes in my mouth?" I'm like, "Oh no, Madison, let's just get to the dentist."
She lied to me.
I lied to her.
The one time.
But before we got to the dentist, I told her the truth, and then she was freaking out. She's like, "Take me back home. I've got to go back home. Get me out
I
of
could
here."
like feel it with my tongue. It was so weird. Don't recommend.
But anyway, and so I've always been honest with Maddie, and sometimes I'm probably brutally honest with her, and
Too honest.
I'll say to her, I'll be like, "Truth hurts.
I mean,
If you don't want to know the truth, don't ask me."
no, but like also, she taught me what truth is. Like, I will tell her everything. Like, I'll be honest with her. And I'll always use the thing, you told me to be honest with you.
Yeah, and she won't
The
really
truth
get
hurts.
in trouble.
The truth
The
hurts.
truth hurts, and sometimes it hurts me more than it hurts you.
Oh, yeah. it
To be
does.
honest with you, yeah.
Were you honest like that when you were younger?
No,
How was
My
your relationship with your mom?
a lot different. My mom suffered from mental illness, so I was always kind of the older child trying to take care of everything, and so
I'm the youngest, by the way, so
we had a really great relationship. She's passed now, but we had a really great relationship right before she passed. But it was difficult growing up in that kind of environment, and I think honestly, I'm a mom of 4 kids. Maddie's my youngest, and she's my only girl, which is a whole nother world altogether
Oh, yeah.
for me.
I'm a little much.
But
It's okay, though.
I learned so much from being a parent and being an older parent. I feel like I really understood some of the things that I wish I would have done when I was raising her brothers and trying to work and take care of kids and everything that was going on. So it just has kind of morphed into it. And Madison's always been a little bit of a mature child, like an old soul.
I
so.
love old people. They're so cute.
Not like that, ding dong. I'm not saying you're an old person.
But they're cute. Like, old people are so cute. Like, just, like, you know
I
how, like, old people go
know.
like this with your cheeks? Yeah. I want to do that with theirs.
We love it when they hold their hands when they walk.
I know,
It's so adorable. It's like true love, honestly.
I know, it's like,
You don't see it very often, but boy, it's so sweet.
yeah.
That's actually a part of it in my book. I just thought about that.
Cool.
I know.
I haven't read her book yet, by the way.
Yeah, she will not
Like,
read my book.
I don't like reading. Reading's boring.
You have to read, though. That's how you learn about life. That's how you learn how to communicate.
I can communicate fine.
Okay, so we'll do a poll at the end of this whole podcast and see how many people think she communicates just fine. You need to read, honestly.
It's because I'm deaf, actually. I'm blaming that on her. I'm a little deaf.
She actually is partially deaf in her ears, and she's gonna be getting hearing aids pretty soon.
Gotta get my hearing aids.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
When did you guys learn about that?
About a month and a half ago, 2 months ago.
No,
2
December.
months. Yeah, December.
Well, she never did the dishes, so like you didn't know why she didn't do the dishes.
Yeah, that's what I was telling her. I was like, I can't hear you when you're screaming across the whole house. With
Well,
my door
every
closed.
person does that for their kid. They yell at their name.
I'm just saying she never did her responsibilities because she
Ever.
couldn't hear you.
Ever.
That's why.
Yeah, and I still use that as an excuse.
So this week, what were some of the things that happened that were pretty noteworthy? Good, bad, ugly.
The car breaking down was
Oh my
pretty
God.
crazy.
Okay.
So
No.
So let me start. Let me start. I have no eyelashes whatsoever. I went like when there was the first.
She had no eyelashes. Her eyelashes were gone. She looked like
Literally.
Mr. Clean. That's how clean her face looked.
Well,
it was so
went.
disgusting.
I went. So like I was at a nail salon, and it was when the whole fake lash thing came out, and I'm like, oh, I'll try that. And I went into the back, and they put them on all wrong, and so all my eyelashes broke off, and I literally had no eyelashes. So before I was coming on the podcast, I wanted to come in and have my eyelashes done. So I was inside having my eyelashes done, which anyone who's ever had their eyelashes done knows you cannot interrupt that process because you're literally just laying there still while they're like totally, putting in the little lashes and everything.
So now it's
So
my
now
turn.
it's your turn.
Okay.
I had to preface it.
Whatever. Okay. She was in there, chilling like a villain in outer space, like just and I was in the car, a hot car, by the way, because the sun was facing me. I was in black and I was in green pants like these, and I was just chilling, and then the air conditioning slowly starts to just die. I was like, it's getting hotter in here for some reason. I wonder why. And then I'm sitting there, I roll the window down, and then I jump in like the driver's seat, and I'm like trying to turn the car back on because I couldn't roll up the window, and I was like, hey, window, can you please, go back up?
She doesn't remember that she doesn't know about the days where you used to actually be able to roll them up. I was like,
I know. I was like, come on, man, I need to roll the window up. And then
she wanted to leave the car so she could go get help.
I know, and so I was trying to turn on the car, and it started making these like weird buzzing sounds, like bang, bang. I was like, okay, that's not right. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm stuck out in the car. And I was like, okay, I think I broke the car. I called my brother Alex. Hi, brother. And I was like, get dad on the phone. Because he was trying to tell me how to turn on the car. I'm like, Alex, I tried that multiple times. And he was like, try it again. I'm like, I turned it on right. I know I did. And so I got dad on the phone. And I was like, the car broke. The car's broken. I'm stuck in the car. I'm burning alive. Like, please come here. It's like not turning on. The windows rolled down. I'm stuck in this car waiting for mom to get back. She was still in there for like another 40 minutes. This happened 20 minutes. Like the first 20 minutes she was in there. I had another 40 minutes to wait before she got back.
Yeah, so we had to just call for service, and by the time we called for service, Dad had already brought a new battery, because anyone who lives in Arizona knows these batteries here only last
You
about
didn't know
2
that?
years. I knew the battery lasted only 2 years, but we didn't know what the problem was with the car until Dad brought the new battery.
She didn't know that, guys.
I knew it. Madison, we've lived here 10 years. We've probably replaced 4 batteries since we've lived here. So I know that.
Whatever.
So anyway, that was a good life lesson for Maddie, because she's going to get her driver's permit here.
Oh my God, wait, I can check what day. 7 days. I figured out how to put 7 up. Also, my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Alex.
So everyone beware. She'll be out there learning to drive.
I'm going to run old people over.
On the Arizona roads. And
I got to get my points.
But it was a good lesson for her, because then she learned what to do when she breaks down. Call Dad in a panic, and then
No.
call the insurance people.
No. You know what you do? You sit there, think about it, panic while you're thinking about it. call Alex, tell Alex to shut up, and then get him to call Dad, get Dad on, and then tell Dad.
Okay, whatever. You learned a valuable lesson.
I don't know if
For
it was very
sure.
valuable.
Well, it will be if you ever break down, you'll be happy that you know.
It was
what
invaluable
to do.
at the moment when I was burning alive in the car.
Well,
I was like melting.
yeah, it wasn't that hot. It wasn't 115 summer here, so it's fine. Drama queen.
It was like 69 out, and I was still burning.
So now
The
you
sun
know
was
what we
baking
talk
me.
about on our way to softball practice is drama queen situations where,
Oh my god, so.
yeah, so drama
All right,
queenish.
tell me about that guy in the drink. In the thing.
Oh my god, we were at dinner after my softball game because I'm a catcher. I was catching for my school team. Woo! We won 17-0, by the way, because we're just so good. And we were sitting there. I was eating my little like prime rib. My mom was on this side. My dad was like next to me. I was chilling, you know. I'm really tired, by the way. So I pick up my drink, I put it down, and it kind of just falls over. And the cute guy was getting up. He was getting up out of his seat, and he was getting up, and he looks at me, and he like it's like that. He's like, I don't even know how to describe it. He's like looking me up and down with like the disappointment face, and I was like, yeah, that was not good. And then these like girls that were sitting next to us were looking at me too, and I was like, oh god, this is so embarrassing.
Yeah, and then she was like, we have to go now.
I was like,
We're
I'm going to
leaving.
the bathroom, and then we're leaving.
Yeah.
I was so embarrassed. He was so cute.
Where were you? What was the place?
Texas
Texas
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Ah,
I didn't know if we were allowed to say that or not.
Are we?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we couldn't leave because I was still drinking.
Yeah, he has a thing. Like, my dad has a thing where, like, if he has a beer, and let's say it's, like, right down here, he has to finish it before we leave. I'm like, it's kind of annoying.
Well, did he pay for it?
No, she paid for it.
Well,
no,
we paid for
You
it.
gotta finish it.
We pay for it.
One of them paid for it.
Money.
Well, you know, I would pay for it if they let me have a job. Actually, no, this is my job now.
Oh, this is a good. Okay, why? Why?
Because I have school, I have softball, I have to get my good grades, you know, got all those A's. She doesn't let me get a job because it's too much work, and she wants me to spend my time as a teenager, but I'm like, I kind of want my own money.
So right now you have us running around. Right now we're high school ball, which we're like, oh, thank God we get a break a little bit here. We don't have every weekend being taken up and stuff like that. But you would have us running you to and from work and everything and doing all this extra stuff. And you still have to get good grades. You have to have time to have good grades. You still want to do stuff with your friends, which you have stuff with your friends all the time.
I haven't had one in like 2 weeks though.
It's your job to get good grades. If you want to continue playing softball, to give everything that you want for practicing softball so that you're good, so you don't suck while you're out there.
Girl, I'm amazing. I don't know about you, but like.
Well, I'm just saying, if you don't want to suck, you have to practice. And if you had a job, you would not be able to practice as much. So,
I mean, yeah.
yeah. And anyway,
So
It's so funny. You want what you. What's the saying? You want what you can't have.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once she had it, she probably wouldn't want it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, gotta chill.
Yeah. Whatever.
Okay, what job would you want then?
Ooh, okay. So I was debating actually. So all my friends work at Chick-fil-A. So like, why not work like, you know, maybe like get a little shift with them, you know, like chill, you know. But also I was thinking McDonald's. McFlurry! I'll fix the McFlurry machine so we can actually have ice cream. Because you know how they never have ice cream?
Their ice cream machines
I
are
know,
always
they're
broken.
And
Oh my God, you could eat their French fries. They have the best French fries for sure.
they do have the best French fries. If
For
you-
sure.
Down below, tell me what your favorite French fry is.
So it's so funny. So Maddie has all these people in her family that she names a different potato, like a French fry. She names herself the McDonald's French fry because that's the best French fry.
Okay, wait. Can I tell them my French fries?
Yeah.
She's the curly, she's like the
How many
this.
do you have?
Okay, so we got my dad, we got my mom, and we got my 3 brothers, and then we have me.
And so you rated them.
I rated
As a French
them
fry.
As a
As a
French
French fry.
Okay, so my dad's like the big chunky ones that are like
The steak fries.
the steak fries. There we go.
To the worst fries.
My mom got like the smiley face fries.
The waffle?
No, you're not a waffle fry.
Oh.
And then you got like the little like.
Am I a curl? Oh, no,
No,
Brian's
you know the smiley face fries. You know what I'm talking about? Like they're shaped like smiley faces. I don't know how to like describe it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And then we're gonna go from oldest to like youngest brother. And then Josh, he's a waffle fry. I don't know why, but he kind of looks like a waffle fry.
Okay.
And then Brian, he's the curly fry because his hair is really curly.
He's got my curly hair.
Yeah. And then Alex, he's like one of those really long fries.
Because
And
he's
then-
6'3".
Because he's 6'3". And then I'm
Skinny.
obviously the best one. I'm McDonald's fry.
That's cute. That's cute.
So yeah. So
Why did you pick fries?
Because so a really long time ago, I had this friend, and my friend called Alex a long fry, like because he was so tall. And I was like, oh, now I gotta think about this. All of my family members are a different kind of French fry. Like
and so she labeled us.
I had to label them.
That's really cute.
Why do I have to be the steak?
It's okay.
It goes the best with beer.
Does it?
Isn't it better than the baked potato?
Yeah, I was debating him being a baked potato or not.
How do you go from French to baked potato?
Because it's a potato. I'd rather be a steak fry than a baked potato.
Or like one of those sweet potato fries.
Oh,
Those things
yeah.
are nasty.
Or a tater tot.
That's not a French fry.
It's like a French fry.
This is perfect.
No, tater tots are not French fries. Weird.
I disagree. I say a tater tot is a kind of French fry. It's an alternative when you go to a restaurant. It's a different type of potato, and it's a different side item.
But it's not long.
So a potato tot is like a French fry. I'd put it in the same category.
No, we're not in the same category. That's like the hash brown category because it's like crunchy.
Yeah, it could be. I thought Dad was a Mexi fry because he's Hispanic.
Are you?
Okay, so should we talk about
You really don't.
school life?
Yeah, we'll talk about school life.
Next one.
When was the last time that you guys went on a family trip?
When was our last family trip?
Well, I mean,
Vegas. We went for softball, and then we stayed.
but Alex wasn't there.
But Alex.
Vacation? Yeah, Kansas City. I don't think you guys can.
Oh my
Oh
God!
yeah! Oh my God, that was so.
I'm still hearing the bitching from that one. Oh
so
my
hot.
God!
Hey, what happened?
It was so humid and hot at the same time. You were like drenched in sweat. Your hair was all like frizzed out. It was so nasty.
Where
I felt.
did you go?
We went to like Worlds of
Kansas
Fun and like
City.
Seas of Fun. Like
It was not world.
Wait, what?
Kansas City.
Kansas
City.
Well, because we went
Is that
because
in Kansas?
no, it's in
Missouri.
Missouri. Yeah.
so we went up to Nebraska, which is where I'm from, and to see family.
I love my family up there.
And we actually started in Kansas because we met up with family in Kansas and we hung out. What city did we hang out in? That was
Kansas City.
What was that? I forgot.
It's okay, we don't have to remember. But we went to Worlds of Fun and Seas of Fun, or Oceans of Fun, whatever the frick it's called. It was terrible there. Literally, hills on hills was terrible, especially when it was really hot and I didn't have any shoes.
I
had walk
wanted
on
to
my
take
feet.
the family to a place I went when I was a kid, and we had so much fun and had great memories. And
I did not have great memories there.
But it was right after COVID. It wasn't the best experience, and I'm still hearing about the complaints about suggesting
the only thing I
Kansas
remember,
City.
the only thing I remember is me and Alex having to walk up this really long hill, and it never ended. Like you still had to, like, no matter where you went, there was a hill. No one likes hills because it's like you're just trying to enjoy your time, like at a water park, and you have to go up a freaking hill to get to a water like slide.
Well,
Okay, so-
Midwest has hills.
I don't like the Midwest then. Sorry, Midwest people.
How How many people went? Did everybody go with family?
It was father, mother, me, Alex, and then we met up with the people from Nebraska.
Yeah.
420.
Hey, you're too young to know about that.
No, I'm not. You tell me everything. She tells me everything.
Oh my
I know what
God.
everything is. It's scary.
So when did you guys have to talk about drugs?
Oh, I don't do drugs, but I know a lot of people that do drugs. Like, they got into it really quickly because of their, like, partners or, like, people that they hang out with do it, so they just do it because they think it's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's nasty. Like, you guys are going to have, like, black stuff on your fingers.
I think with Madison, she knows what she wants to do a little bit for her future. She knows she wants it to be really great and good, and she knows that if she goes down that path, that's a path that leads to nowhere. And so she's always avoided associating a lot with people that have those issues and trying to stay away from it. And
I'm too cool to do drugs. Drugs aren't cool.
but you're gonna see it everywhere. So for me, it was like with sex, drugs, and everything, it was like, just be honest with her and tell her what it is. I'll never forget when you were talking about Ariana Grande.
Oh no!
And you go, oh, I think she got a blowjob. And I'm like, Madison, that's a blowout with her hair.
When I was younger, I didn't know what
We're in Target, and I'm explaining to her what a blowjob is so she knows what it is, so that if anybody ever asks her what a blowjob is, she'll know what it is. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. I don't know, I was just going into 6th grade, I think.
No, because you were up at the, maybe.
No, yeah, I was in
sixth or 7th grade.
I think it was 6th grade, because I couldn't remember which one was which. So I just thought of whichever one made the most sense.
So I've always just talked to her about everything because I want her to know. I don't want people to like say something to her and her not understand what is actually happening. But I'm not the one who first showed her about sex. It was her nurse at her school, middle school.
She was like, do you want to see what a...
It's so bad. So bad.
She was like, do you want to see what a penis is? And I was like, I didn't know what that was. So I was like, sure. And I saw it, and now I'm traumatized for life. I was... Okay, sorry. I was traumatized for life.
It was so funny. So she took and she told me about the situation, and she was in there for something, and the nurse was fine. I was fine with her explaining some of that stuff to Madison, and Madison goes to me, she goes, I never want to see that thing again. And I go, that's right, baby, not until after you're in your 20s. But that was her first round. So I didn't get to even explain that part to her, but
it was like the diagram too.
It was the diagram of it. That's what was
That's
really,
the best one.
it was like a little much. And I got to see the diagram because the nurse showed me as if I didn't know what it looked like. And so I had to look at this thing too. So I know what traumatized her. I was a little traumatized by it too. My husband probably had to suffer for weeks afterwards, but it was pretty bad. Sorry.
What do you guys do after? No, I'm traumatized.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I'm not gonna be.
You're used to me.
So did you end up like, with your relationship, is it easy for you to go to her and ask questions? Or do you just wait until she talks to you?
I actually ask her more questions than she does me.
Yeah, I know she
It's
asked
so
me.
true though,
No, it
because
is.
there's so many things I just don't understand.
There's a
And
lot of things she does not understand.
it's kind of outside of my purview. I grew up on a small little farm in Nebraska and in a small town, and there's some of these things that happen today I can't get my arms around. So I ask
Sometimes I
Madison.
can't get around either. Cause God, I said either twice. I can't get around it either because
It's just so. I
our
come to her with a lot of questions.
My generation is so scary.
Like, what questions? Like, what have you asked her that doesn't make any sense?
Oh, I've asked her what a furry is because I didn't know what a furry was,
Oh
and
my
she's
God.
also asked me what a furry is as well. We both asked each other what a furry is.
Because there's different definitions of furry. So there's
My dad didn't know what a furry was. I had to tell him.
There's a sexual connotation to it, and then there's a non-sexual connotation. So I wanted to understand the non-sexual.
I don't know either. What is it?
A furry is like a person who like gets in this like fursuit because they want to be like an animal And
Cute.
the sexual one is the one they're like
You have sex in this in the costume.
In the costume.
Hot.
Because they
Oh God, no. Well, I guess it would depend on what animal you were. To be honest with you, if you were,
Oh my God.
maybe I don't know.
You know. She said she's.
You can't say.
Oh, you.
I get three-toed sloth.
They can just say, get out of her name.
I know, but you gotta
Well,
be
one of
careful.
my friends, they saw a furry like wave at them once, and they ran away because they were so scared.
It's different, and so I asked her because she has a friend who says that she likes to do the furry thing, and I'm like, oh my God, is she having sex at such a young age? And Madison's like, what? Because I only know about the sexual connotation for furry. I didn't know about the non-sexual that people just wear these costumes
So
to
she
wear
wears
them.
it to school?
That person would like make these like, I don't know how to describe them. They're like dragon masks, and they would like color them like different like colors, and the mouth would open like this. And I was like, okay, you're a furry. That's nice. Amazing. And they'd also wear like these like outfits to school. I don't know how to like you know how people cosplay as like different characters. They would wear that to school, but with like blood in their face, with like the fangs. It freaked me out.
They would wear that to school?
Yeah.
And no one ever did anything about it. They just made fun of them, which made their like conditions worse. So I was like, maybe to stop getting bullied, you should stop wearing that.
Yeah. But I just was questioning, like, first of all, why the hell would anyone put themselves out there like that? But you can't, like, totally just judge people because they're a furry either. I mean, maybe there's something else going on. You just never know. And so,
I mean,
but
be what you're attracted to, I guess.
but you also get, the one thing that I always taught you is whoever you associate with is who people are going to have that perception that's the group you're in
yeah, I'm
or
not friends
whatever.
with that person anymore.
So if you don't associate with those people, then at least you don't get pulled into their group and put into that.
Just saying, guys, I'm not a
Label.
furry. Not a furry.
Nope, she's just a ginger.
Oh yeah, I don't have a soul. Like you're not gonna be able to see my soul like from this like view.
She's a ginger.
I'm a ginger. Oh my God, my birthday's coming up. The Leprechaun Day, 17th.
That's not your birthday.
St. Patrick's Day. It's a celebration of me, which is like a birthday.
It is not. No, your birthday's in September.
But like, we have to represent leprechauns here. I know they only represent them in Ireland and like Scotland, but like.
Have you ever seen that Leprechaun movie where he goes around and kills people?
Oh, I have like the Funko Pop of that.
Oh my God.
In
That's
my
so
room.
creepy.
You know, like
That's so
the Funko
creepy.
Pops. I have like there's a store.
No, backtrack. I'm sorry, what was that?
The Leprechaun movie where the leprechaun goes and kills everybody. There's like,
That's a family movie?
that is not a family
It's a horror
movie.
movie.
It's a horror movie.
Maddie loves horror.
Yeah.
You like horror movies?
She loves
I'm
them.
in love with them. I've been watching them for a really long time. Like it was my pretty much first one. And then I just started getting into all of them, and I have like posters in my room of them. My dad doesn't like them.
Her
but
friends,
I love them.
her friends will like them too. They'll come over and watch
Mom,
them.
How do you feel about that?
I hate horror movies.
She cries. I think I think the scariest movie for her, like that she can watch, is The Gremlins.
Oh my God, I love that movie, The Gremlins. Oh my God, I love that movie. That was scary though. Those little things.
They're so cute.
Oh my God. But
I actually really am in love with like the characters that they make in horror movies. Like, you know, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the guy who like puts on like the people's faces and like will kill people. It's so cool.
that is not
So you
cool.
don't get, like, you don't have nightmares. You don't.
The things I'm scared of are skinwalkers. Like those things can turn into anything and just go like. Like I saw a video of one and it was like this dog, I guess, and this person was like, I don't think this is my dog, and they were like, do a spin, sit down, roll over. His dog didn't do those things in real life, so it was, and I was like, that's a skinwalker, get the frick out of there. Like, I don't like skinwalkers or bees or spiders. Bugs scare me, except for cockroaches.
Yeah.
I'm not really scared of cockroaches. I mean,
Madison knows my fear.
snakes.
I can't even watch them as a cartoon. I had a bad childhood experience, and I will never ever.
I had a bad childhood experience with spiders.
I lived on the farm, and there was a creek down at the bottom of the farm, and my dog Red went and grabbed a giant
thing was red?
snake. Yes, and it was like a water moccasin one. It was a black one, and it was like moving around in his mouth. And my brother and I were stuck in this truck for hours waiting for this dog to let this snake go because he was so excited about catching this snake and showing us that he caught it and he would not freaking go away. And my brother and I both were traumatized by, oh my God. And so I've had so many experiences with snakes and I cannot even watch them as a cartoon. It makes me crawl right now to even think of it. I don't do
That's
snakes.
me with spiders.
That was my fear of moving down to Arizona, to be honest with you.
Oh,
That
yeah.
we were gonna have snakes here. That was
Oh.
my big fear.
Yeah, but we went to California once, right? It was California.
That was here?
Oh no, well, it was here when we first were like looking to move down here, and I stepped over a snake, and so did Alex, I think. My mom didn't realize it, but someone saw it.
It was a baby rattler.
It was a baby rattlesnake, and we
And I
all
didn't know
stepped
they
over
were
it.
even more
And
lethal.
and
We all stepped over.
yeah, we
Yeah.
all stepped over. I don't know who saw it. I think someone saw it.
Dad
oh,
saw
Dad
it.
saw it.
Dad saw it and
And-
told us about it.
And then the pest people came, grabbed it, and put it in a little box.
But I
and I got to
wouldn't-
see it. It was so cute.
I wouldn't even open the door to let the guy show us that he got the snake. Madison, how old were you? 5, 6, maybe 7,
No, I was like 6.
6. She's the one who opened the door to look at the snake. I wouldn't even answer the door when they were calling or when they were knocking. I was like, I'm not going nowhere near that thing.
I have a thing about spiders, though. When I was like a little kid, I was on the bed with my dad, and I don't know what he was doing. I think he was reading me a book or something. I don't know what was going on. There was a spider in the corner of my room. It was humongous. It was, it's so nasty. And I don't know who saw it. It was me or my dad. I really don't remember. I was really young. But I just remember running out of my room, running into my parents' room, and my dad killing it and flushing it down the toilet. I cannot deal with any spiders. Tiny ones, big ones, neither. They're nasty. How many eyes they have, however many legs they have, I don't like them.
That's fine. I don't have a problem with spiders, unless they're tarantulas, which I've seen tarantulas here for sure.
Remember that girl who could put the spiders and
her
scorpions
mouth?
in her mouth?
Ugh.
I don't even know.
How would anybody do that? Ugh. Yeah. Wasn't that Alex's friend that did that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, I remember that. That was so creepy.
That wasn't me.
It wasn't you. It wasn't you. It was someone else. It was a girl.
Girl.
It was a girl.
Makeup. She did really good.
Yeah, she was really good at
but she would
makeup.
stick scorpions in her mouth and take pictures of them in there, or a spider.
Yeah, she could do that. It was weird.
We're not talking little spiders, little tiny spiders.
tarantulas.
We're talking tarantula-sized spiders that she would stick in her mouth.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
That's weird. This is just crazy. But anyway,
I can't even think about it right now. Ugh.
When was the first time that you tried alcohol?
Never.
You've never had alcohol?
Wait, no, last week.
Oh yeah, last week I put my finger in my mom's drink and I just.
it was so good.
Yeah, it
too.
tasted like lemonade, but
That
that's
was
literally the
a-
only time. And it was literally just a dip of my finger. I don't want to do alcohol at all. I think it's nasty, and I think that it could ruin my life, so I just don't do it.
It was a lemon drop that had some type of oh my God.
It was pomegranate, I
It was
think.
oh my
I don't
gosh,
know what
it was
it
so
was.
damn good. I got so
It was something
drunk.
pink.
I did.
She did get drunk. It was
It
really
was
funny.
so good. I couldn't stop drinking them. They were really good.
She's really funny when she's drunk. We should have a little episode where she's drunk. Every 12 or 13 episodes, she should be drunk. And make
That's
it really
not
funny.
fair.
She's like, stop.
I don't think so. But I don't know.
I want a taco.
Why do you want a taco?
I
You already ate Taco Bell. I
want taco.
don't know why you haven't.
I know you guys brought
I know, we brought a whole thing of tacos.
Thank
I'm staring at those. My mouth is drooling.
Do you want to take a break for a minute?
No.
Take a
No.
break and you can eat a
I'm
taco.
just, no, I don't. No, we're on a roll. We wait.
Are we
Alright,
on a
I've
roll?
got a question.
Okay.
Okay.
What is your thoughts on religion?
Religion?
And then I want to know about yours.
Religion.
Yeah.
You should ask her first. I need to think about this.
Well, you were Moses once, so.
Oh, I thought I was Jesus.
No, you're
You were
Moses.
Moses.
I'm gonna say I was
That's how
Jesus.
much he knows about God.
I was Jesus, and I got to have a snake come out of this
That
pipe
was
thing.
Moses. Everybody knows that's Moses.
I don't know. Okay, whatever. Fine. I want to be called Jesus though. I had the beard and I had the little outfit. I don't really care about religion. I mean, they do. They're the core. They love it. But I don't really. I don't know how to say this. Like, go God, I guess. I don't know.
So I was.
She believes in it.
I
like,
was
a lot.
I was raised Catholic, and I believe that it's always good to think that there's somebody, whether it be like a spiritual person or whatever religion there is, that there's somebody out there above you that is watching over you and helping you through difficult times and things like that. That you have someone you can always turn to. And so so with Maddie, she wasn't really raised in a religious home, but she was raised in a home that had all the same morals and beliefs of the religion. And so we just took and we don't go to church, but we do believe in God, and we do
I go to church with my
thank
friends.
God a lot. And yeah, you've tried different religions. With all my children, I let them choose the religion that they felt most comfortable with. And that way they can have their own belief system. And so it was just something that is very important to us as a family, but it's more of living the way God would want us to live and treat others the way we would want to be treated, and doing that in expression and things like that, than versus sitting in church. I don't believe you have to sit in church to be close to God. I believe if you take and you are the best person you can be, always give people the benefit of the doubt, help people through difficult situations, be there to help wherever help is needed. I believe that's how you truly believe in religion and in Jesus and in God all together. You don't have to go sit in church and
So Maddie,
be a part of that.
So I'm just going to tell you from my perspective, whatever she's doing is working if that's really what you believe about the alcohol, the drugs, the sex. Like, you're doing, like, tell me if you believe that I'm, like, be honest with me.
Okay.
Is she a good mom?
Yeah, I think she's an amazing mom.
I'm the best.
Like, she's actually an amazing mom because she lets me be myself and like express myself how I want to be expressed, and not try to like change like how I express myself, which I think is amazing, because I feel like if a parent is to like change like their child and make them someone different, then it's gonna mess with them more than just letting them be themselves. Like,
Well, you've seen it with your friends where they force the child to play a certain sport or to do certain things, or they all have to have A's and take the hardest classes in college courses and in high school, and it puts a lot of pressure on the kids.
and it will give them like a mental like just.
It's
It gives them
difficult.
anxiety. It gives them like depression. It gives people like just so much to deal with. It's so much harder, I feel like, to be to have a connection with everyone when you have to think about like what you're doing. Like, if she's like, let's say like she was to be like, you need all A's. I'm gonna take everything away until you get all A's. Like, that would put so much pressure on me. I would be so scared to like express myself to her or to like be myself. I would just be like, I have to get this A back up so I can do stuff, like, or like this like C up to an A. Like, I'm just thankful she doesn't do that to me because I have a C right now.
I don't feel like taking and choosing my daughter's path is best for her. I think that she just needs to live her life and make her choices. We talk about the choices she makes, and we talk about if it goes this way or if it goes that way, but I let her make her decision as to how she's going to handle that situation, knowing that these are probably the consequences she'll have to face, so that when she makes whatever decision she does, she kind of knows what may be facing her. And then I told her, I go, if you make this decision, you're living with the consequences. I go, you cannot complain about that because it's a choice you made and you went into it eyes wide open. Now, if it goes into a totally different awry area, I could totally see, but I kind of just allow Maddie to kind of make her own choices and to be the person who she's going to be. I mean, we did the same with Alex. Alex has special needs, and we never told him that he had any learning disabilities or any of those issues ever. And he didn't find out till he was in his 20s, because I always believed whatever passion
Like,
he would find,
like,
and
yeah.
he would find his own path. And
Yeah, like,
that's what
even
life
though,
is,
like,
finding your own path.
Like, I feel like if you were to tell someone that they had something, then they would use that as like an excuse not to like jump, like let's say it's a wall, they would not use it to like jump over like the little fence or whatever, wall. Like, they wouldn't like use that to,
Okay, now you totally confused me. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about like, okay, let's say, like you know how
What the hell you're saying?
you know how Alex has like the disability, like
Yeah.
let's say the disability is the fence. Let's
Yeah.
say that he's like too scared to jump over the fence because you told him like at a young age,
Yeah.
and he's not ready to like get out of like that comfort. Like he's scared, he's
I never
uncomfortable.
wanted him to use that as an
excuse. Like this is the fence is the excuse. Don't be afraid. Jump over it.
And with Madison, the other thing I did with her
It's
is I signed her up for everything when she was little, like everything, whether she hated it or not. She had to try a bunch of different things because I wanted her to see where she was.
Imagine me being a
her
cheerleader.
talent.
Imagine me being a cheerleader.
She was a
Wow.
5-year-old little chunk, and she was so cute. You were so adorable. We should bring your picture.
No.
You were so cute.
I were like.
Dancing, though, I have to admit, dancing was brutal for us to watch. You took, and when you tried to do your little leaps, it was so damn funny. It was like the girls were like getting off a couple, like maybe 5-6 inches. You were like a half an inch. It was so damn funny. So as parents, the dancing was a little brutal, but everything else you did was really
What
good.
were all the things that you put her into?
Oh God, gymnastics, ballet, cheerleading, softball. What else? There was
Music?
music, yes, piano.
So it was piano, singing, cheerleading, dance, softball, t-ball. She was on a t-ball team with all boys. I made her do that. And
Most improved player.
most improved player. I never wanted Maddie to not have confidence. My whole thing is if I'm going to raise a girl, because I had 3 boys, I'm going to raise a girl that has a lot of confidence because you need a lot of confidence as a girl to get through life. You need to be able to tell people what's going on and what's too far, and you need to stand up for yourself. And I think Maddie...
There's something going on with your hair. Wait.
What is going on with my hair?
Nothing. You told me to tell you what's going on.
Oh, okay, thanks. But anyway, I just wanted to raise a girl that had a lot of confidence, and obviously, this is the reason why she's in this podcast today. If she didn't have the confidence to come out and talk to people,
Well, no one my age has confidence.
to put it out there.
They're scared of getting made fun of. It's like it doesn't really matter if you get made fun of because you're being yourself.
Yeah.
Like literally every girl's a copy and paste. It's really scary. Like they all wear like the same shirts, the same pants, the same days. It's so creepy. It's like how do you guys know what to wear at the same time?
They text
Like,
each other.
No. It's like it's not just like them. It's like different groups from different
Yeah,
years.
because
It's
there's
so
popular
weird.
things that people like to wear.
But they're all the same. It's like why don't
You literally just creeped me out. That was like a Chucky moment when you turned to me. You
like all,
it was like totally a Chucky
all the
moment.
same? Like
Creeper doll, creeper doll.
I kind of do look like
Yeah, Chucky's. But anyway, it's so
like,
true.
why don't you just wear what you guys want and why do you guys have to be all the same? It's like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like I would rather be comfortable being myself than having to change myself to be comfortable with other people. Like I can be comfortable being myself and being comfortable with other people at the same
Well,
time.
and you need to be comfortable with yourself because you have to love and like yourself. Otherwise, other people aren't going to want to be around you. If you're just like
if you're
always
always like
complaining,
I don't like myself. My hair is so bad. I'm too fat. My feet look weird. Like, it's like I don't want to be around you if you make let's say
that's a general thing though. Adults run into that same thing. You do not want to be around negative people. And it's okay to complain about something about yourself. It's
But like
totally
if you keep
fine.
doing it over and over again, it gets a little like, okay, whoa, calm down. Like it's gonna be okay, you look beautiful. Like you don't have to always I feel like people always think the worst of themselves and I feel like they should be more positive because everyone's beautiful. Like doesn't matter what
That's
you
so
look
true.
like. It's like
Yeah.
everyone's beautiful inside and out and like you shouldn't have to
You have to give those people that maybe don't have that confidence, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt to find out who they truly are and get past some of that negativity. But there's some people who are just 100% negative and that's just toxic. And that takes your energy away from you. And so those are the people.
Because then you have to let's say.
That's the only time I really step into Maddie's choices is I'll be like, this person is being toxic to you. You need to be careful and kind of step back a little bit and and kind of see how things go. That's the only thing.
Yeah, because it's kind of like you're putting their burdens onto you to make them feel better. It's like using your positivity and taking your positivity away from you to give it to them. It's too much. Like, it really drains you. So, like,
Madison was in a situation with one of her friends, and Maddie literally talks to me about a lot of things. And so she was telling me how this person is always complaining about every little thing that's going on in her life. Madison had something that was really bothering her and tried to talk to this girl about it, and the girl wouldn't give her the 5 minutes of her time to even let Maddie talk about it, and went and started talking about herself again. And it happened repeatedly. It wasn't like a one-time deal. But I was like, Maddie, that's not a good friend. That's a toxic person who needs to get through what they need to get through. And then you can be friends with her, because you need somebody who's going to return the favor of friendship. You don't, that's not something that you just take for granted.
yeah.
And
So the last thing, I just want to talk about, we'll finish up with confidence, because that's like you have so much, and then we'll end here in like a minute.
Oh, so I can eat a taco?
Yes, you can do that. So do you feel like she like really helped you in building this confidence?
Yeah, she really did. She like made me who I am today, and so did my dad, and so did
sorry,
my brother.
guys.
But like she like it made me like whenever I was down in the dumps or whenever I didn't feel good about myself, she was like, nope. Get out of that mood. We're gonna go shopping. We're gonna go make you feel better. Like you should never feel bad about yourself.
I will never allow Madison to call herself a victim. I think the word victim in this society is so overused and overrated. Every single person in this world could be considered a victim in some way or fashion, whether it be something more horrific in certain situations, or it could be something more mild. If Madison ever calls herself a victim, I'm gonna freak out on her, because you need to be in control of the situation. If somebody is treating you bad, if somebody is not
beat them up.
you need to realize that, you need to recognize that and sever that relationship or whatever. And I told her, I said, if you bring home an asshole for us to meet, for her, your boyfriend, I'm going to tell you, he's an asshole. I did that with Alex. He was like, Mom, you were spot on. He was with a girl who we took out and went to dinner with and paid for all this stuff for her all the time. She never once said thank you. I go, Alex, this girl will never be satisfied. If you marry her, she's going to take and take and take, and you're going to end up left on the side of the road. And he was like, oh my God, Mom, you were so right, because that's exactly what she did. He started watching it, and that's exactly what she was doing.
The one that lives in a trailer park now?
No, that was a different one. And so for Madison, and I told her, I said, if you bring home a dumb shit or an asshole, I'm gonna tell you. I'll be like, he's a dumb shit, and you need to this isn't gonna work. Because you need to have somebody who's gonna support you.
I also have my standards, guys. I'll tell you guys the list later.
Oh my God, are you trolling for men on this thing?
I mean, anyone who want to hit me up, hit me up.
No, you can't do that.
Well, she can do that.
I can't do it. It's my podcast. I mean, sorry, it's our podcast, but I can still try.
But anyway, so that's my whole thing. I feel like if you're going to call yourself a victim, then that's something that you need to address and figure out. And so if Madison ever puts herself in that situation, I hope that she has enough confidence and willpower to take and to put a stop to it and not allow that to define her.
Watch me out. Wait. Watch out, guys.
I came from a decade of that was very common, and it was accepted, and it was the norm, and our parents came from that kind of upbringing as well. And it was put to a test on Me Too. The Me Too movement is really what brought that out. And I think that that's how women need to go forward. I don't think we need to go back in the past and repeat all those past things.
I'm sorry,
and allow
but
that.
I don't know what that movement is.
You don't know what the Me Too movement is? How would you not know what the Me Too movement is?
We haven't learned it in school yet.
Madison, it's not something like government related. It's when women started talking about men that were taking and using them for sexual favors and all this stuff to get jobs, or sexual harassment, or it was in Hollywood to get films and stuff like that.
That's not gonna happen to me, guys.
But anyway, that was the movement where people started to actually be held accountable for their actions.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if a guy started treating me like that, watch out. Sorry, video.
Okay, so we are going to try and do an outro.
What's a what?
An outro. That's like where we like leave. Okay, bye.
Yeah, you can either say bye, or what I want you to do is say something like, thank you guys, this has been like...
Yeah.
Can I do it?
No, because
I'm
you're...
Maddie, and I am, and this is...
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we never said the name of the show at the beginning.
That's why we're doing it.
Okay.
That's why we're doing it.
Okay, I got this. I can do this. Thank you guys for watching. This means a lot to us because it's our first podcast. This is Talk to Me. I'm Madison.
I'm Mel, or Mom.
Mom. I'm Child.
I have no other like name other than Mom. Okay, I'm Mom.
Your mom.
I
I
don't
call her
exist.
Mamacita. Y'all can't call her that, but I call her Mamacita.
So thanks so much, guys, for joining us. I hope you had a great time. I'm sorry if things went off kilter with Madison because she's a little
Hey!
crazy, but
I am a little crazy.
thanks so much.
Woohoo.